being a passive investor versus an active investor. I have a lot of people that come to me and they think they want to be active investors, and in the end it turns out they're like, I kind of want to be more passive. So in today's video we'll be diving deep into that. I'm Dave from Investor Mel and Dave. My wife and I have now purchased over 240 units in 5 different countries: Canada, US, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. We specialize in buying these units with no joint venture partners. We utilize creative financing and we love other people's money. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified, because we release a video every single week. Okay, so let's start with active investments, as I'm sure you already know what this is, but an active investor is kind of like Mel and I, right? Well, I guess we're both. An active investor is someone who wants to go out, find the deal, negotiate it, get it under contract, get the financing for it, raise the funds, do the due diligence, close the asset, manage the asset or have it managed, do the renovation, get the lift, do the BRRRR, increase, get the value add, get the refi. So it's that person that is literally doing all of the work, being very active in the driver's seat. Now, pros and cons of this is pros, you will most likely be the one making more money, the lion's share of the profit, because you're really driving the profit here. You're taking charge and doing everything. You are an active investor in this type of investment, okay? So the pros, you can make a lot of money if you put, blood, sweat, tears into it. And hopefully you have the right process and program in place, okay? The cons of this is how many of these can you actually do at a single moment in time, right? Especially in the beginning when Mel and I first started, it was 1 project a year because we were learning, and then eventually it became 2 to 3 projects a year. And eventually we've bought 12 properties in 12 months. We bought 119 units in 1 year. So again, you can escalate this, but it is time intensive, okay? Because you are literally trading your time in this investment vehicle, which is still better than trading your time for money in a 9-to-5 job, in my opinion. But it is going to be a lot more active. So at the end of the day, I don't know, I'm using this one first because it's pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna be more active, you're most likely gonna be more money, but it's hard to scale, especially in the beginning, because you have to, cut your teeth. You have to get to know the process. You're gonna make some mistakes, especially if you don't have training and coaching and mentoring, okay? Passive investing. So again, some people will say real estate is passive investing. I 100% agree with that, because if you buy the right type of income property, and if you have the right asset managers in place, you can be an investor as opposed to a landlord, okay? And obviously this is gonna come with time and effort and training and mentoring, and you're going to make a little bit less money because you have these people in place now that are taking care of the asset for you. But yeah, you can definitely be a passive investor while still having an active real estate portfolio. I see Mel and I having transitioned from that active investor to more a little bit passive investor. Like, we're still finding deals, we're still doing that stuff, but we have a team that helps us do it now. Now, the true meaning of passive investor is, hey, stop the video for a second. I wanted to talk to you about a turnkey income property provider that Mel and I have purchased properties for. Now listen up. If you are looking for a income property, then you don't have the time for it, I have a solution for you that I have invested in myself. They will find the property for you, they will renovate it for you, they will give you a turnkey product, and they will get tenants in there for you after screening it and manage the property. Does this sound too good to be true? It is not. Click the link below, go check out this exclusive list, find your next turnkey income property, and book your free call with them so they can go through all the benefits of what they provide. And you'll be investing in properties just like Mel and I. Okay, enough excitement about this. Let's get back to the episode. Someone that, in my opinion, lends out their money. So for example, if someone owned an asset before and they sell it, and they are now in a seller financing type position or seller financer type position, they are now passive because they've sold the asset to someone. They hold a note on the property, right? So in the US, they say notes. In Canada, it's more mortgages. They hold a note on the property and they're making passive interest every single month, okay? If you're talking about someone with, let's say, registered funds or retirement funds, so in Canada, this would be RRSPs. In the States, it would be a 401k. You can actually lend those out to people in the form of mortgages, not have to deal with any of the asset management, tenants, repairs, anything, and just have a passive monthly interest check that comes into you. Okay, so that's a different type of passive investment. If someone has straight up cash and they're thinking, I can either do a mortgage, yes, you could do a mortgage, have security, or you could do a promissory note as well. This is basically a note, it's a contractual agreement, it is not secured against a property. And this is another passive way of making money because you're, again, not taking care of any of the other things like I mentioned. and you continue to get interest. Okay, so that's more of like the passive side of things. It's more when you have money and you lend it out to other people so that they can do that active part of it while you're making passive income. And some people make a lot of money with passive income. They like it a lot more. They don't have to necessarily find and hunt down deals and that. And at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. Whether you're an active investor and you love that, again, I still love doing that chase, that hunt for finding deals and money and all that stuff, I love it. I also like doing the passive side of things and taking some, like sometimes when we refinance a place, I might not put it into a project right away. I might wait a year and lend it out on more of the passive side while Mel and I gear up for another asset acquisition year where we stack a lot of buildings in our portfolio within the same year, right? So there's no right or wrong. Everyone has a different approach on it. And something I want to put out there as well, I'm always raising capital. Again, Mel and I still do the active side of things. We're always raising capital for our next deal. So if you're thinking, hey, Mel and Dave, I'm looking at investing with someone, why not invest with you guys? We've been doing it for 23 plus years in 5 different countries now. Send us a message on YouTube here, or DM us, DM our team, and then we can get you into communications, and you can be a passive lender, passive investment with us, right? You can do that with us. So that's I want to do a quick video today, active versus passive, kind of find your lane. Like I said, sometimes you might be in both lanes, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's my breakdown. Someone had asked me to do a video, so here it is, passive versus active. And if you like these types of videos, check out our next one. I'm Dave, and I'll see you there.